Now I will work with the forget password system. In order to work with the forget password system, first come to login. But here I am going to discuss one thing. For example, I am going to make another registration. Okay, so for example, I am going something like this. So 1234 password and retype password 1234. So an email will be sent to his email address like before, and I'm going to refresh. That person's information is here with the token, and now it is okay. SMTP host, SMTP error, maybe internet issue or something like that. Now I am going to do that again, because as I am working with the local server, so internet issue can make a problem in this type of cases. So I am going to do the same thing again. Submit. Now it is sent, that means it is okay now. So you see that this data are inserted now here, and here you see an email, but I am not going to make my status change. That means I am not going to verify. Now I go to try to log in here using the information. You see that I am logged in. So in order to protect that, I will have to use another condition in the case of login. That means when I check that email is not found and there is a password, you see that here I checked if if password not verified, then it was given. Okay, so where email not found, here I can put another one, that is status equal to what? I must have to have the status 1. Now if I try to log in using this, I am going to give him that email not found. As email is not verified yet, so I am going to show the user that email not found. But when he will just click here and the authentication is successful, then after the login here, if I go to give 1234, he is now logged in as this user. So okay, now let's check with the forget password option. The forget password in the login page, you see that there is a link of the forget password. So here like before, I am going to call here base URL, so echo base URL. So okay, not a problem, it comes here. Back to login page. In the forget password page, you see that there is a login.php. so here I can call here echo base URL. Now it will go back to login page. So in the forget password page, there is a form, and here I am going to give here, it is actually email, and now in the top I am going to check. Okay, so what I work with the login, I am going to close some other pages that is not needed for now. Okay, so config going to close, so login. So in the login, what we did in the login, I started to check like this. Okay, so this was the email verified up to this. So I am going to here, and there is a catch option in the bottom. I am going to call the catch. So here I am going to call it. Okay, now here I am going to check if is set. Here I will have to give another curly brace. Okay, now it is working. Now here I am going to check if the email is empty, cannot be empty, is email address is not valid, then it will also show me invalid. Now I will check if the email exists or not. So in the login, I used another condition that email is not found. So I am going to copy this. So here I am going to copy this also, where email this and status this and email not found. Okay, so up to this, what will happen? Now let's try here primary color submit form 1. Okay, now if I click on submit, unverified key email, again submit. Okay, it is working. So if I give something like that, there is no error message. So I am going to login page, and in the header I am going to copy this thing from here, and here after this I am going to send it. and here I will use the success message too. So I am going to the registration.php and copy the success message from here too, and here after error message I am going to give the success message, and here the success message will be like this. It will be please check your email and follow the steps. So okay, now I am going to check email is not found. Now if email is found, then what I will do, I will create a link that is like the registration verify. I will create a link like forget password verify. So I am going to the registration page, and same way I will create a token. Okay, so this is the token. I am going to create the token now. So here I am going to create token, and here I am going to create okay, this one. I am going to create this message and then email. So I am going to do one thing, that is I am going to copy all the things from here. Okay, and this code was in the top because I will send the email now here to this user. So I paste it, and in the top like the registration I am going to copy it, and under the header.php I am going to paste it. So PHP mailer is called here, so I can call here. So instead of registration verify, here I will do forget password verify. So forget password verify.php, it can be here, or here I can do another thing, that is if the person click a link, he will get a form to reset the password. So here I can give here reset password. So in the reset password.php I will do that task. So their email will be this and token will be this like before, and please click on the following link to reset your password, reset your password. So this is the link, base URL, this one and this one, click here. Okay, so yeah, the email will be sent to this person's email, post of email, and here it will be forget or reset password email, or subject will be like just reset password. Email message is there. Here it will be shown not success message, it will be this one now. So I am going to put replace it. So okay, so it should come, it should work now, and let's try to do that. I am going here, refresh. If the email is wrong, mailer extension not found on 24 number line, why? So here you see from users email equal to what, email, post of email, it should come. I am going to refresh it again. So here nothing is coming. For PHP mailer exception, fatal error, not found. Why not found? I am going to do the same thing what I did in the case of registration. Let's check if registration is working or not. Let's try, because I did something with the session variable. So be careful. Yes, the same thing is going to be happened in both the cases. Okay, so let's go back to the header now and fix the issue. Here this is the config file, and here this was the base URL setup and OBS start, and this one like this. Now what I can do, I am going to fix the forget password, then another one will be automatically fixed. If I now call it in the header.php, everything comes here. I call the base URL, so I must have to call the base URL here. The define I can also include in the config, that is not a problem at all. This base URL I can also call in here the config file. So here what is going to be happened, include config.php. Let's try to do that again. I am going to the login, forget password, submit, uncaught error, this one forget password 13 number line. So if post of email equal to 0, I am going to cut it, and in the header I am going to paste this one. I am going to copy, and in the forget password here put this into both places. Let's try it. And now I am going to click on submit, smith@gmail.com, submit. Yes, now it is working. So it is going to send email. Now let's check the email, and here, yes, now it is coming that reset password. Okay, so reset password is sending here. In my database, anything changed? Nothing changed here. Okay, now let's do that. I actually did not do anything in the database yet, because when you are going to send the email, in the same time what I will have to do, I will have to update the database. So PHP update the users, I will put the new token there. I will send the token here, so token will be in the top. So here set token is that, nothing else should be here. So email address is giving, so based on the email, because email is unique, so when he is going to email, so update token where email equal to this, email mean post email. Okay, so I am going to delete it, and this is the token. So what is the value? The value is token, this field value. Okay, so this one, so a token will be generated here. Now let's do that again. So I am going here, refresh, this email comes, that is okay. Now I am going to try another one. So submit, nothing comes, submit, invalid, and this email not found. Then if I get the email Smith, submit. Okay, so let's wait for some times. Yeah, now if I go here, you will see that another email comes here. This is the field. If I click here, I still did not make any reset password, but you see that this one is here. So what we did in the case of registration verify, so the same type of thing comes here. Now I am going to check my database, and here you see that the token is updated. So this token and in this here, this token URL, you see that the same. So the forget password section is done. Now I will do, or I will work with the reset password section.